things we get.
Alright, Shalom. Alright, first and foremost, we'd like to give praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wahakadash, Wakah. Alright, Wa'amath, and truth. Alright, this is an open forum. We're just gonna go through the spirit. What lessons and topics we basically gonna come up with. Whatever spirit lead us.
I got Esther 13:4. Never used that one before. Did you get it from me? I'll break it down. It's Esther 13. You can use one book because I'm already here.
Oh, okay. I thought you said in the original scripture.
No, Esther.
Esther 13.
Yeah.
13 and
4.
13 and 4. Alright, this is Esther chapter 13, verse 4.
We go to 6.
It say, declare unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people that had laws contrary to all nations and continually despised the commandments of kings.
Right, that's talking about us, the Israelites. Which this is a story of Esther, which is also a movie you can watch of Esther. It's called One Night with the King. Well, Esther under the Assyrians captivity, Assyrian/Babylon captivity, which was Assyrian. You had the king try to take Esther, which was an Israelite, which her uncle name was what's his name? Come to me. Mordecai. Mordecai was her uncle who took Esther in. Esther is an Israelite woman who looked at better than Holly Berry / Beyonce all put together, and the kings took the best of the Israelite women up into his, concubine chambers and wanted to make one a wife. Now, Esther is explaining how, well, it's written in Esther, but it's a captain explaining to his king that it's a group of people. One more time.
It says, I'm reading it again. It says, just back in Esther 13 and 4, it says, declare unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people.
Right, which the Israelites. We scattered abroad, James 1 and 1.
And it say that had laws contrary to all nations.
Right, see that our laws is contrary to all nations. So what do? They make us fall up under their laws so they can have us in servitude and slavery.
And continually despise the commandments of kings.
Right, meaning we ain't going along with what you see today. We're not going along with Esau everyday routine with this westernized Christian religion and way of life. That homosexuals is okay. We're not going along with that. We're not going away with lying on the doctrine of Yahushua, which is his Bible, and using it for usury. We're not going along with that. We're not taking no buyouts, no payouts. We ain't working for no CIA, we ain't doing none of that shit. We ain't taking no RFID chip. You can forget about it, nigga. We ain't no motherfucking pork. Like, y'all can forget about it. And see, what I be trying to do, what I be having to do for Israel, not try, is show y'all history. Because that's what empower you to give you some strength and some skin and some might behind why you convicted on why you don't supposed to conform to this shit, man. We have an actual history. And we read in our history. We don't conform to these kings and shit.
Right.
So what's this? Grow you a motherfucking backbone, Israel.
That's right.
Y'all want to fight each other and fuck each other up and all that shit, and you can get over on the nigga and pop a nigga and knock a nigga jaw loose and all that shit. Or why don't you get a backbone, stand up for righteousness then? And go tell Esau the Edomites and they whole penal constitution to fuck them.
It says that had laws contrary to all nations and continually despised the commandments of kings, so as the uniting of our kingdoms, honorably intended by us, cannot go forward.
Right, see that? So they want to come together under their kingdoms so they can go forward, which that's a one world order. We ain't coming up under no goddamn one world order. So fuck America and they one world order. And one thing we always know, y'all need us, we don't need y'all. We make these places great. Y'all don't fucking make us great. America ain't make Israelites great.
Sure did.
Israelites made fucking America great.
Same way Israelites made Egypt great.
Exactly. When we get that, cause see how the brother say we in the spirit, and see so forth. I wrote this shit out. This shit come right on.
Mm-hmm.
This Genesis 41 and 33, which is we gonna jump right to Joshua being great in Egypt. Back up what the brother said. He made a statement. And how you know that? Your history, right?
History. Yeah,
See that?
history. Joseph made it great, man.
Right.
Matter of fact, Pharaoh himself made him a king, a governor.
Okay, see, let's get that. Let's get that. Genesis 41 and 33. Genesis 41 and 33. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man decree and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7th plenteous year.
Yeah, because he had Joseph governing the whole land of Israel.
And he finna make him rich.
Oh, Salakia, the whole land of
Egypt, yeah.
which is Mizraim. That's people don't know that.
And let them gather all the food of those years at once, and lay up corn under the hands of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities, and that food shall be stored to the land against the 7 years of famine which shall be in the land of Egypt, and the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servant, can we find such as one as this is a man in whom the Spirit of God is? And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Right, because Joseph was the reason why the food, you know what I'm saying, was getting exported and imported.
Yeah, he told him about the dream.
About the dream, yeah, kind of. Yep.
Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the thorn will I be gathered, then thou. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring and from his hand, and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him with vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain on his neck. That nigga got a chain.
Chain.
Now I see why they get a rappers here in America a chain.
Yeah.
You ever noticed that?
Yeah.
They all get chains and shit. Meek Mill's got the
when you like join some type of record label company.
yeah, you get a chain.
You get a chain. Exactly.
Show you that this Egypt.
This is Egypt all over again. Read that part again.
And Pharaoh took off his ring in his hand, and put it upon Joseph's hand.
Pharaoh take off his ring in his hand. What you think Esau doing? You know what I'm saying? Same shit, man. Go ahead.
And put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vesture of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck.
A gold chain upon it. You know, Israel, we like to rock chains, man.
And what's the next thing nigga get after they get a chain from the record deal? Like, once they get the chain, what's the next object that they gotta have to show that they good?
A car?
Now watch this. 43. And he made him to ride in the second chariot.
That's a spirit.
In the second chariot. Chariot is a car. It's the same thing.
Same thing. Yep.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, bowed the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt.
Yep. So when you get Jake something, man, to rule, because Jake always been ahead of everything anyway, like the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like you give Jake a position, he gonna make it happen.
Right. That's why we contrary to this world now. It's time for us to come about this shit. We ain't conforming, and that's why a lot of y'all finding out y'all Israelites seeing that fuck this Esau, Edomites, and they westernized Egypt / Sodom and Gomorrah as world. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, our forefathers always made these lands great. Exactly. Just like we have done today. We have made this land. That's why it's for us to have a backbone and to be standing up in what we believe and what we doing, because what we doing is saying is pushing the trend, just like they have pushed the trend upon us to build this kingdom up and to keep it in folly fucking land. That's right. So now motherfuckers seeing now that we gotta be the bad guys, everybody want to fall back and shit. See, but our ancestors ain't just known for building shit up and making it good.
Mm-hmm.
See that? We also known for doing this. Then I'm gonna let you right in. 'Cause that was it on that.
Okay.
This Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets, see that? Because our nation consists of prophets. See that? Kings, rulers, counselors, mighty man, prophets. See that? Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that has been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Which that's what we in today. And that's why we out here prophesied the end of Babylon the Great. The prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him. So that's what time it is. It's time for us to prophesy against this place. So that's what we gonna do.
Exactly what we're doing. Like, we on the highways and byways, and on top of that, and doing the work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the videos, doing videos as well. I want to see if it's a preset with that too. Let me see.
I ain't on 3 and 1. That's what I got. Yeah, why I get the name?
No, what's that? NAH and that one.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 and 2.
I got one.
Oh, go ahead, bring those on.
Okay. We have the same book. So I'll read yours first. You ready?
Yeah,
You said Nahum 1 and 2?
Yep.
Alright, Nahum 1 and 2. I got it. Just break it down. Because it goes with it. I'm looking at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Nahum 1 and 2. God is jealous and the Lord revenges. The
Right.
Lord revenges and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversary, and he reserves wrath for his enemies.
Exactly. So the Lord is going to take vengeance upon Esau and the other nations, because all we got to do is prophesy and keep doing the work. So basically, you can't, you don't want to take matter in your own hands. You know what I'm saying? In this time with Esau, because Esau got too much power. So for you to do, for the brothers out there that's doing the work, just do the work, man, and let the Lord take care of that, because he gonna shut this fucking place down, man.
Right, and there's a reason why he's gonna shut this motherfucker down. That's why we ain't rolling along with shit.
Right.
This Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. This America. This is a bloody city. That's why the prophets out here prophesied the downfall of America. They used us as the pillars and the stepping stone, the cornerstone of this goddamn wretched place by having us build it up and use our entertainment to bring us all the way to 2018. Now it's time for this motherfucker to go. Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery and the prey departed. You don't want to let the goddamn Israelites go. The noise of a whip, here you go with all these rides and shit. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and the prancing horses and the jumping chariots. The horseman lift up both the glittering sword and the glittering spear, and there is no multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is no end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpses.
And then, the glittering spear is talking about the ICBM missiles, man. All right. So the Lord is going to send hella missiles on this place, man. All right.
Because of the multitude of the because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-flavored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah, you got Pizzagate, you got Organ Harvester.
Yeah.
All right, you got what else?
You got the Franklin cover-up story,
Cover-up story.
which goes with Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
The Franklin cover-up story, a lot of people don't know what we're talking about. The Franklin cover-up story was an investigation that was brought out about an all-boys school that led us all the way up to the rich and famous and the how you said, the Congress from Washington. It trailed all the way back up that they was having elaborate sex parties and sacrificing and having sex parties with these kids. Which Pizzagate is a reversion update, but Pizzagate started over in Britain, but it exposed over here in America too, because they had certain codes.
Yeah, they was exporting, transporting kids all over and shit. this fucking place gotta go, man.
Right. So why they always trying to bust out drug dealers and they cryptic codes that they got on their phones and so forth, y'all doing the same fucking thing.
Shit.
Send me a pizza with pepperoni on it, meaning you want a little boy under the age of 8. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Because of the multitude of the whoredom of the well-flavored harlot, the mystery of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcraft, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. And we actually are part of actually bringing out America's shame and its filthiness and its wickedness. And the internet did a hell of a job. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vow and set thee as a gazing stock. And motherfuckers is looking at America like, man, fuck that place.
Yeah, God, yep. What scripture was you?
Oh, shit. Zeb, since you still in Nahum, jump to 16, my goofy ass.
Alright, this is Nahum
Let it go.
chapter 3, verse 16.
See, because they use their witchcraft and their sorcery and their whoredom, which sexual magic is the top, but they use a key ingredient to a key ingredient to mix that pot up. And here it is right here.
It says, Thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven.
See that? They merchants. America got a lot of goddamn export and import going on that came right out of here, which actually built up the old Spain and old Europe.
Yep.
That's how they became monarchies and heads of states and shit.
It said, The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away.
See that? What is that? The cake of worm?
Yeah, the cankerworm.
Right. That's the American corrosion of your streets, your bridges, your dams, and your goddamn highways.
Yep. That's why y'all that's why you see why bad water coming through your faucets.
Right,
Sinks and
right.
shit.
The lead, the pipes corrode, and
shit. Yep.
man, that shit fucked up.
It say thy crown are as the locusts, and thy captains as the great grasshoppers, which camp in the hedges in the cold
Yeah,
day.
just go to 16.
16? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You got something else, or? I got Ezekiel 28:1. Because people underestimate that money, man. That's how Esau really got it. It's off his money, his traffic, his business, his commerce.
Oh yeah. It says Ezekiel 28:1, it said the word of the Most High came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus.
Yeah, the Prince of Tyrus, which there was them Africans, but Tyrus was known as what? Merchant city, where there was a lot of export, import goods, and so forth going on. America's Tyrus now.
Thus said the Most High Power, and say, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High.
Right, the motherfucking crackers put themselves up. They said, I'm Jesus.
He said, I sit in the seat of the Most High.
Right, and they said they sit in the seat of God.
Yep.
Shit, they teach us like they God.
Yep.
They doctrine, that word that they taught us came directly from them.
Yep.
That's their philosophy. That's how they feel we supposed to look and feel towards the world.
And that's why they got all these religions your ass can join. Straight up.
Take your pick.
Take your motherfucking pick. He said, I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas, which seas means people.
Right, and he do sit in the midst of the people. He got his fucking army patrolling and running everything when it comes to maritime law, which is what? The land of the ocean, sea.
Mm-hmm.
He running all that with what? His garrisons, his so-called military outposts.
It says,
Because didn't they make a show called Captain Phillip? Remember white motherfucker trying to go to Africa to get the goods, and he was in that ship coming back, and them pirates came.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck did they? Who came to save them? The Navy SEALs, the Marines, the Air Force.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because they got a little YouTube thing on there. They got all the big boats with all the commerce and all the export import goods
Mhm.
on this big ass boat.
Yeah.
they be shipping shit back, and then the pirates trying to hijack the damn ship.
Right, and
Get
they
that
put
shit shot the fuck up.
Right, they put the Navy on their ass.
Put the Navy on there.
That's who on them now. The Britain and America, they protecting their cargoes now on the seas. This became a big problem.
Say, I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not the Most High.
See that? And that's why we telling y'all fuck conforming to this world with Esau, man.
Yeah.
This man is a man, he ain't God.
Right. It say, though thou set thy heart as the heart of the Most High.
Right, you might set your mind, you might give an illusion.
It said, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Exactly, these motherfuckers searched out everything.
Yep. It said, with thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten the riches.
Right, exactly. He mapped out the whole world, the maps. He went to, that's why everywhere he go, he do what? He go right into your museums and he take down who? Your mighty man, and he bring in a school of thought of people, conform them back to being sellouts, and then give them the agenda on what they want your nation to now conform to through your learned people.
Right.
But they sitting behind your learned people telling them, this what you gonna teach them, this the agenda. That's how they did us.
Mm-hmm. It says, and has gotten gold and silver into thy treasure.
Exactly. That motherfucker had the gold rush going on when they was going towards California, killing all the natives and shit, killing Gad,
Yep.
and pushing Reuben over to Florida. Shit, they had an oil rush that way. California oil rush, remember that? Yeah, it stopped at 6.
All right, come.
If you got something you want me to, I'll get it for you again.
Yeah, get Psalms 52 and 7.
Okay, I got you.
It says, therefore thus saith the Most High Power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. It said, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations,
And ICBM missiles.
and they shall draw the swords against the beauty of thy wisdom.
Exactly. See that? All this merchandise and money, and we got the #1 export military. The missiles gonna eat up all that shit. I don't give a fuck how much land and wealth and water and all that shit. You know, natural resources. Man, because you're seeing Racine, they digging up the mine still. We roll past it on the bus. That shit deeper and deeper.
Get deeper and deeper.
Man, the Lord gonna have motherfucking missiles eat up everything.
And what the fuck they looking for in the mines any goddamn way?
Oh shit, they pulling all kind of copper out. They pulling all kind of minerals out. They taking the rocks, and they got the equipment now where they can take rocks and they like water blast it, and they can actually separate oil deposits out of the rocks. That's why they doing all that shit.
Okay. Yeah, it says, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Yeah, just stop at 6.
That was 7 anyways.
Okay. You said Psalms?
52 and 7. See what that
Okay. Psalms 52 and 7. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in his abundance of his riches.
Yeah, because Esau, he basically, you know, he trusted his wealth and his you know, his resources, man. You know, he trusting that he trusting carnal things, man. Right?
Yeah. And strengthened himself in his wickedness.
Yep. Strengthening himself in his wickedness. You know, by stealing resources, you know what I'm saying? Taking countries, okay? You know, just setting different setting democracy all over the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, setting up the westernized you know, ideals all over the world, man.
And tell the other motherfuckers, if you don't follow, we just gonna kill you.
We're gonna kill you, right?
Anybody don't listen to the beast, we just kill you. We ain't got time to be trying to outthink you, outsmart you, what make rational sense. Just kill us ass.
So the resource, the power, and the taking of different lands.
Exactly. That's it on that.
Okay.
This Ecclesiastes is going to, right? What you talking about? Ecclesiastes 31:5. He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Gold has been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every food shall be taken therewith. Okay, the 8. Blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and has not gone after gold. And see, that's what you ain't finna find here. Because Michael Jordan, for him to become rich, he had to take a buyout, a payout, that he was going to actually have his people basically be destroyed. That he was going to do what? Bring them over to the Greco fashion, which is the sports entertainment, basketball. And not only that, but he was going to high price make shoes valuable where they'll kill each other over them. Yeah. It wasn't like whites was killing themselves. And then think about it. Okay, motherfuckers say, no, y'all just poor, y'all struggling. Right. No, it's a spiritual meaning behind why Michael Jordan did everything he did. Okay, first of all, let's go back to the bull. Let's go back. Let's do symbolism. The bull, the mascot of the Chicago Bull. Why was the bull chosen out of all imagery that they could have chosen? Because it's Apis. Apis, the goddamn bull god that come from Rome. What they was doing with Apis the bull, or we could say Moloch, they taking the motherfucker and sacrificing kids to the motherfucker. And in Rome, that's in Babylon. In Rome, they was taking the motherfucker and they had an actual, how you say it, iron cast bull, and they used to put people, this was like a punishment. And I'm talking about, nigga, this downtown Main Square, they had that shit going on. Because, you know, they'll put a motherfucker in the belly of the bull and actually cook them alive. And that was like a form of punishment. Instead of like always, they wouldn't beheading everybody, hanging everybody up, or crucifixion everybody. They just put motherfuckers in that bull and sacrificing them. That's why, what's the number one bull for Wall? I mean, look, I gave away. What's the number one emblem for Wall Street? The bull. Why is it the bull is picked? Because that's Apis, the bull. That's a goddamn god that go back to Babylon, which is wealth and money and shit.
Called Molech, like you said.
Right, and if you go to Babylon, it's called Molech. Yep. Which you want what? Riches and success. Yep. That's why you get your fucking kids over. That's why, from Michael Jordan to goddamn Whitney Houston, they all give over and sacrifice family members and loved ones and even their soul for riches. That's why the scripture said, blessed is the man that is not found. I don't know why the fuck I let it go. Here it is. 31 and 9. 8. Ecclesiastes 31 and 8. Blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and has not gone after gold. Mayweather can't say he found without blemish. Why? And you know, all these Israelites, what they don't understand is they actually have natural talents to be rich as they are, right? Esau make them go against their creator and them being an Israelite to get the riches. That's why the scripture said, blessed is the rich that is found without blemish. No, you niggas ain't found without blemish. Y'all sold out. Esau tricking y'all. That's why the beginning and starting of this is grow you a goddamn backbone and stop conforming to this goddamn Edomite world. That's it. Ain't no more. I ain't conforming shit. Go ahead, cut my bad. I talk about. I know with me, y'all. Like motherfucker think, oh, he just be talking, he getting passionate. Nigga, all you gotta do is try me. You don't know it till you try. Like, damn, that nigga was serious.
Yeah.
So, you want me to read it? You can break down?
No, I got it out.
Okay.
This is Psalms 10. Matter of fact, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Get Psalms 10 real quick.
10 and 1.
10 and 1.
Alright, Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in a time of trouble? The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Right, the devices is America. This is American society that so the wickedness in his pride does persecute the poor. Yeah, that's Esau, man. His prideful tactics, his prideful acts, man, persecute the poor, which is Israel. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. For the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no,
It's at 3.
Yeah, come.
Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his hard desire, and bless the covetousness whom the Lord abhorred.
Exactly. So that's Esau, man. All right. So the Esau abhorred Esau. I mean,